They say hatred grows when truth is buried, but for Amanda Hartley, hatred was the only thing keeping her alive. Until the day the truth finally found her, in the most heartbreaking way. Amanda stood at the edge of her mother's porch, arms folded tight across her chest, eyes cold, jaw clenched. It had been 12 long years since she last saw Daniel Brooks. 12 years since the night she believed he destroyed her life. And now, he was back. He walked slowly toward her, his once confident shoulders now bent with exhaustion, his gray eyes dimmer than she remembered. "So, you finally crawled back," Amanda said with a smirk dripping in sarcasm. "Congratulations, you're 12 years late." Daniel swallowed hard. "Amanda, please, just let me explain." She laughed, but it wasn't joy. It was pain wearing a mask. "Explain what? How you ruined everything? How you left me to pick up?" He opened his mouth, but no words came, because nothing he said would matter to her. Not anymore. Amanda turned her back and walked into the house, expecting him to follow, expecting another argument. He didn't. He stayed outside, quiet, still, defeated. Inside, Amanda's mother, Grace, looked up from the kitchen. "Is that Daniel?" Amanda rolled her eyes dramatically. "Unfortunately. He said he wants to explain after 12 years. I should punch him in the throat instead." Grace sighed. "Maybe hear him out?" "Hear him out?" Amanda snapped. "That man took everything from me. Everything." Her voice cracked. She looked away, pretending to adjust her hair, hiding the tears gathering in her eyes. "You don't understand," she whispered. "He ruined my life." 12 years earlier, Amanda and Daniel had been inseparable. 2 childhood friends turned lovers. He was going to propose. She was planning their future. Everything was perfect. Until the night of the fire. Amanda remembered the flames, the screaming, the smell of smoke. Her father trapped in the bedroom. Amanda begging Daniel to go back inside for him. Daniel shouting that it was too dangerous. And then he left. He ran. He abandoned her. She never forgave him. Back in the present, Daniel stood outside in the cold evening air, staring at the door Amanda had slammed. He looked older, tired, broken. He reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out a faded brown envelope. His hands trembled. Inside was the letter he'd kept for over a decade. The letter that could destroy or heal everything. But he wasn't ready to give it to her. Not yet. Not until she was ready. The next morning, Amanda found him sitting on the porch bench, head down, rubbing his temples. "You're still here?" she asked sharply. Daniel nodded. "I'm not leaving until you hear the truth." "Truth?" Amanda scoffed. "There is no truth you can tell me that changes what you did." Amanda's eyes shot up. "My mother?" Just then, Grace stepped outside, tears rolling silently. Daniel continued, voice cracking. "She told me you hated me. She told me to leave town and never come back. She said you'd been through enough and seeing me would destroy you." Amanda turned to her mother slowly, painfully. "Mom?" she whispered. Grace broke down. "Amanda, I thought I was protecting you. You were so broken, so angry. You couldn't eat for days. I thought knowing the truth would make it worse. I kept the letter. I kept everything. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." Amanda stepped back, hand over her mouth. It felt like the wind had been knocked out of her. For 12 years, she hated the wrong person. For 12 years, Daniel carried the weight alone. Daniel reached into his jacket and held out the faded envelope. "This is the letter." Amanda hesitated. Her hand shook violently as she took it. She opened it slowly, her breath hitched as she read the tear-stained words from 12 years ago. "Amanda, I'm sorry. I tried. I carried your father out. I failed you. I failed him. I will carry this guilt forever. But please, don't think I didn't love you. I loved you more than my own life." A tear dropped onto the paper. Then another. Then she broke. Her knees gave out. She collapsed into the grass, crying so hard her entire body shook. Daniel knelt beside her. "Amanda," he whispered. She pressed a trembling hand to his chest, pushing him away weakly. "Why didn't you fight for me?" she sobbed. "I tried," he whispered, "but your mother asked me to leave and I thought maybe that's what you wanted." Amanda buried her face in her hands. Her hatred, her anger, her sarcasm, her bitterness, it was all built on a lie. A heartbreaking, life-shattering lie. Hours later, as the sun began to set, Amanda sat quietly beside Daniel on the porch. She didn't look at him, didn't speak, just breathed slowly through her heartbreak. "I don't know how to forgive this," she whispered. "I don't expect you to," Daniel replied gently, "but I needed you to know the truth before I go." She stiffened. "Go? Where?" Daniel stood up. "Amanda, I'm sick." Her head snapped toward him. "What do you mean?" He gave a small, sad smile. "The doctors said it's serious. I came back because I didn't want to die with you hating me." Tears flooded her eyes again. "No, no, don't say that." "It's okay," he said softly. "I just needed peace." Amanda stood, grabbed his hand, and held it tight. "You don't get to disappear again," she whispered through trembling lips. "This time, I'm here, and I'm not letting you face this alone." Daniel's eyes softened. "For 12 years, I prayed for that." She leaned into him and cried, not out of hatred, not out of bitterness, but out of regret, love, and a heartbreak too deep to put into words. Amanda helped him through treatments, through the trembling nights, through the moments he couldn't breathe, through the days he wanted to give up. And slowly, painfully, beautifully, hatred became healing. Sarcasm became laughter. Tears became understanding, and heartbreak became love. In the end, Amanda didn't lose Daniel. She found him. And in finding him, she found herself. In this life, we lose so much because we judge before we understand. We walk away before we listen. We hate before we heal. But sometimes the truth finds its way home, and when it does, love walks in quietly behind it. Thank you for watching DLYN Stories. Your heart means something here, and you are always welcome. See you in the next one. Bye for now.